I don't know about you guys. I always keep like a ton of pens and pencils at my desk, like for no unknown reason, literally for no unknown reason. I just keep a ton of pens and pencils, like an assortment of pens and pencils at my desk at all times. Do y'all do something similar? Listen, I'm like, I need to get my entire life together. I don't know about you all, but I was always one of those kids who grew up absolutely loving stationery. I love stationery products. I love all types of pens, pencils, erasers, the whole nine. And I always had an assortment of them. And so, and even as an adult, my affinity with stationery transitioned over into notebooks and journals and all kinds of things. So I don't know if y'all are the same way, but I always keep an assortment of mechanical pens, felt tip markers, pencils, all the things at my desk. Mechanical pencils, I'm sorry, pens, felt tip markers, highlighters, all of the things at my desk. And I said, maybe it's just the teacher in me. Maybe it's the teacher in me. So I don't know, y'all. All right. So y'all said y'all are like that too? I know I most definitely am. All right, everyone coming in. My name is Jasmine Womack, and I'm the CEO of the Impact Group and the founder of the Published and Paid Mastermind. And I work with experts, leaders, consultants, corporate professionals, and entrepreneurs to help them bundle their $1 million message into a best-selling book. And then I help you to transform your book into a digital course, a coaching program, or a high ticket consulting offer. This is what I've done for myself. And this is also what I do with my clients that I work with. And so today I wanted to come on to just share some information. Tomorrow, I am hosting a full day virtual event called 7-Figure Bestseller. And we've been getting some questions in, we've been getting some inquiries and even some comments on the branding. And so I wanted to come in today to just do a very brief chat about whether or not 7-Figure Bestseller full day virtual event is for you. So it kicks off tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to go until about 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So yes, it's going to be a full day, right at about 4.5 to 5 hours, maybe a little more. Okay. And we have two levels of admission. We have general admission and we have VIP. So I wanted to come on for a quick moment to answer some questions that we get and also to discuss whether or not this is the best fit for you. Now, I decided, and hi, Dr. Alex on Facebook. I decided to design, facilitate, and host 7-Figure Bestseller because number one, y'all know if you've been following my journey, that I was a teacher for 12 years. I was a middle school teacher for 12 years. And although I've been in full-time entrepreneurship now for 5 going on 6 years, I still am an educator at heart, even to the degree of me going back to school to get my doctorate program in educational leadership, because I feel that a lot of the educational, the learning and the teaching and even curriculum and design principles that take place within formal education can apply to the online learning space, and actually it's needed. I feel like leadership is needed in the online space, especially with coaches and consultants who may have never worked with people before, who may have never led groups, who may have never led teams to a particular destination. And what I find is that a lot of people are investing income, they're investing resources, they're investing time, trust, and money. And I'm not talking about those of you all who invest in things and then y'all don't show up for what you invest in. I'm not talking about those of you all who pay your money for stuff and then you don't do the work. I'm not talking to y'all, okay? I'm talking to those of you all who invest with the expectation to learn. You show up and learn, and then those expectations are not properly met because the leader or people in their organization, they lack soft skills. They lack leadership skills. They lack communication ability, right? They put out programs and or curriculums that that have so many gaps that you're not actually able to implement what they say that you can implement and get the results. So I'm talking to y'all. So I think that some type of training or leadership is needed in the educational space. But besides the point, I decided to do and to host and design and facilitate, thanks Claude on Facebook, a 7-figure bestseller, because when it comes to books, when it comes to nonfiction books, when it comes to business books, I find, even with a lot of experts that I work with, that number one, a lot of people want a book for what they think it can do for them, or they want a book for how they feel it's going to make them look like, oh, this is going to give me a sense of importance. Oh, this is going to give me a sense of esteem. This is going to build my brand. This is going to help me become more marketable when pitching myself for speaking engagements or negotiating certain contracts, right? However, they want what the book can do for them, but they never stop to think about the type of impact or income they can truly make with their book. So I find with a lot of high achievers and with a lot of experts, when it comes to their book tends to take a back seat to other things that they are doing after they've written it. Whether it's you're a corporate professional and now you are eligible for a promotion and you decide to totally shut all your dreams down, shut all your goals down, and now you put everything into this promotion, into this new role, and you put your book on the back burner. Or for those of you all who are already coaches or consultants, or you're working with clients, you're like, okay, well, I've got this to do, I've got that to do, I've already got some irons in the pot, so to speak, and my book is just not a priority. But what if you really made your book a priority and you pushed your book all the time and used it as a lead magnet to actually attract clients to you? What if you used your book and you promoted it all the time, and that was number one, your tripwire, because it's a low income product and it's taking people from being onlookers into actually purchasing something from you. So not only is it serving as a tripwire, but it's also the beginning of the funnel. It's the entry point of your funnel to get people in to understand what it is you do and what you're about. I don't know about you all, but there are a lot of different people whose books that I've read and I ended up in their programs because their books were so good. Their books were they were tactical. Like I could actually take the things that they were teaching in their books and it made sense to me and I saw how I could apply it. But I know that if I want the nitty gritty, if I want the nuts and bolts of what they're talking about, no, I need to go get some coaching from them, or I need to be in a community with people who are looking for the same things or who are working towards the same things. And so that's one of the reasons why I chose to create, design, and facilitate 7-figure bestseller, because you are literally leaving tens, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table without having a book. And even for those of you all, income is not really an object. You're already successful. I want you to think about the stages that you speak on. I want you to think about the groups that you go into when you're facilitating workshops, or those organizations when you go in to facilitate some type of training or a keynote, and how you could add value and even beef up or increase your proposal amount by selling bulk orders of your book, right? Or even continuing to influence and impact someone positively by giving them access to your book because you've bundled it in with your keynote. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about how many more people could probably know who you are just by word of mouth. Oh, I read this book. It's really good. Here it is. I want you to check this out. You know what? I got a book for me, and I got three for three other people who I know who need exactly what you're talking about. Like you can literally multiply your visibility, multiply your impact and you do the work one time. But when it comes to experts, super educated, right? Already accomplished. I see just too many put the dream on the back burner or already have a book and you're literally not doing anything with it, like you're not maximizing it. Now, for me personally, writing my book helped me to grow a business that has done astronomically well and that has helped so many other people accomplish their own personal goals and dreams. Writing my books have helped other people who have struggled with certain things in their life, struggled with certain things in their relationships, get a breakthrough and get clarity to the next level. Get clarity in regards to what they needed to do next in regards to whether it was something dealing with their job, something dealing with someone in their family, or even maybe some spiritual or personal decisions that they had to make. And it was really eye-opening to see that someone in the world who I didn't know would find my book on Amazon or was gifted my book from someone else. And just because they took a weekend to read it, and it had the power to literally shift their mindset, pull them up out of wherever they were, and help to, turn their trajectory and put them on another path. So I decided to create this 7-figure bestseller full-day virtual training because I want other experts and entrepreneurs who are very serious about purpose work, who are very serious about doing something fulfilling in the world while still getting paid. I want to help you do the same. And so 7-figure bestseller is not for you if you have a children's book, if you are writing fiction, if you are writing romance. It is not for you. However, if you want to write a book, or if you already have a book that you've written based around some expertise that you have, we're not talking about personal stories here. Yes, personal stories will go in your book and should be in your book. But if you are an expert, then your book should be written about your focus on your expertise. Not your personal story about what you experienced when you were a child. Your expertise. Because you have to be able to lean back into your story, lean back into your experiences, and actually give concrete and tactical strategies to other people so that they can read a chapter of your book, right? And each chapter, they're leaving with takeaways. Each chapter, they're leaving with action items. Each chapter, they're moving forward and closer to accomplishing a goal or getting a solution to whatever problem that they had. Now, in 7-figure bestseller, full-day virtual event, we start out with talking about self-mastery and the 7-figure income shift. And the reason why that's extremely important to me is because I believe that as an author, you are also an influencer. And as an author, you are leading. Because when you are writing or when you are stepping on stages and speaking, and you are imparting into your audience or you are imparting into your readers, you are planting seeds inside of their minds, inside of their hearts, and their spirits that may begin to blossom right then or later on down the road. And so when you have the power to say something to someone, when you have the power to write something that someone else reads and it literally helps them to change their direction, you are stepping into the vein of leadership. And one of the things that I have realized is that when you want to be a great leader and have a positive impact on those who you are leading, you have to be committed to personal growth and development. And if you do not have self-awareness, it is going to behoove you to make yourself a master of learning more about yourself and becoming more self-aware. because you don't want to be out here like some of these leaders. You don't want to be the type of coach who quits on their clients. You don't want to be the type of leader at work that people can't stand to be around, and who folks think that you're absolutely cold and out of touch. No, you can still have standards. You can still be stern while also being empathetic and having a high standard of excellence. But it's going to take self-awareness to do that. Like, you can't take what's going on personally for like your personal situations. You can't take that out on, your employees. You can't take that out on your staff at work. You can't take that out on your clients and not show up for your clients because you're so emotional about, or your head is so clouded about the things that are going on in your own personal life. So we're going to talk about self-mastery and the 7-figure income shift, because what is controlling, or what is keeping a lot of you away from your next money milestone, is lack of self-awareness and your inability to control yourself. And that may translate even to a lack of discipline. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about how you can begin to make those shifts. We're also going to talk about in 7-figure bestseller 4-day virtual event. And if you'd like to go ahead and reserve your spot, you can visit www.7figurebestseller.com. We do start tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, and it's totally free. Now, we do have a VIP option, and the VIP option is going to allow you to get access to the replay for a limited time. And the VIP option is going to allow you to receive coaching from me live during session 4. Okay. So during session 2 of 7-figure bestseller, we're going to talk about writing for millions. Now, here's the thing. Self-publishing platforms have made writing and publishing a book easier and more accessible than ever before. Like, that's just what it is. Like I like to say, everybody and their mama have a book today. But I would go so far as to say 95% of those books, 95% of self-published books, at least the ones that I've seen, cannot be monetized beyond the book. It's missing key elements in the title, key elements in the subtitle. The cover isn't up to par. You're missing critical information on the inside of the book that's going to actually help convert a reader to becoming a client. These are things that you need to know if you want to monetize your book beyond the book, because simply writing a book by yourself isn't good enough. Like, I can't tell y'all how many experts, speakers, coaches go the independent or self-published route. They don't hire a consultant who is skilled in writing, marketing, and sales. And so they write a book that nobody outside, and they write and they self-publish a book that nobody outside of their friends and family wants to buy. They certainly haven't written a book that a corporation will pay you $10,000 to order 400 copies. So we're going to talk about writing for millions, and so how you can actually begin to position yourself and learn the foundations of writing a book that's going to pay you handsomely. Okay. Session 3 of the 7-figure bestseller tomorrow is book to course strategy. I had to talk about this because I, in my own business, have been extremely successful with digital courses, have been extremely successful with online coaching and consulting, and we've helped our clients to be successful in those areas as well. And I get a lot of people in academia, or a lot of therapists will come and say, hey, well, I want to turn my book into a course. But it's not just about the course. It's about launching and selling the course too. So we're going to talk about, in book to course strategy, how you can multiply and magnify your sales beyond the book by turning your book and transforming your book into a digital course, or even into a high ticket group coaching or a high level consulting offer. These are things that we do. These are things I've helped my clients do. So when I talk about high level consulting offers, I'm talking about 10, 25, 50,000 dollar offers and even six-figure offers, and what those different types of offers need to look like, how they need to be structured, what that client onboarding process needs to look like, what the delivery process needs to look like. What do your metrics need to look like? How does that offboarding process or even the client renewal process, what do these things need to look like so that you can begin or continue to grow and scale your business year after year after year? And so if those are the things that you want to do and want to learn how to do, then Seven Figure Bestseller is the absolute best training for you, because I don't do fluff. We do all is concrete, actionable strategies. So if this is something that you like to learn, you can go to www.sevenfigurebestseller.com to go ahead and reserve your seat. We kick off tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we have two enrollment or registration options: free and VIP. VIP is only $47. It gets you access live. It gets you a coaching spot by me with me, and you'll get limited time access to the replays. Okay. So session 4 of Seven Figure Bestseller, that's when we're going to do those book and business makeovers. So the makeovers are those live coaching sessions that I said that the VIP attendees will get access to. So they'll have the opportunity to submit questions directly to me. I'll pull you on screen if you'd like to be, and we're going to coach you right then and there. And let me tell you something. A lot of you all might think that you need to be on for a long time. You need to be on for an hour, hour and a half. It doesn't take all day to get the next breakthrough that you need in your business. Okay? So listen, if this is something that you're interested in and you know that you need this, then definitely go ahead and make sure that you register for a 7-figure bestseller. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We have an amazing time anytime we do this training. And if you know somebody who needs this information and who can benefit from it, definitely make sure that you send them the link as well. Okay? So does anybody, I got about 4 minutes. I have a call. I have a call in a few minutes. So I have some time for Q&A. Marcus, it's 7 with the number 7. I'm sorry, I should have said that. So it's www.7.7 with the number 7, figurebestseller.com. Okay. 7 with the number 7, not spelled out. 7figurebestseller.com. Okay. Does anyone have any questions before we go ahead and hop off for today? I have a meeting with my CFO, and I have a podcast interview to get ready for. So that's why I'm like, for about the next 2.5 hours, I'm going to be out of Dodge. That's it, Marcus. Thank you so much. Live while you're living. Absolutely. It's absolutely, even though that you're in the academy is amazing, I'm sure that you can see, and we're adding even more into the academy. But yes, you can still join 7-Figure Bestseller. 7-Figure Bestseller is free. So it's a free training. Tangela, it's tomorrow at 7. It's tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Now, if you would still like access to the information, but you know that you might not be able to stay the entire time, or you might have to hop off, or you can't attend live, but you know that you want it and need it, then I definitely encourage you to get the VIP. Or even if you know that you need it, even if you're going to be there, but you might want a chance to go back over the work. You want to go back over the sessions, then you definitely need to get the VIP. Okay, hey Takesha. Takesha on Instagram. Yes, it's absolutely okay to still join. Vivian, if you're talking about, are you speaking about this presentation that we're on right now? This is just a live stream. So I'm actually live streaming on several different platforms, and I wasn't planning to delete this. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow during Seven Figure Bestseller full day virtual event. You can go to www.7, the number 7figurebestseller.com to go ahead and register and reserve your seat. And I will see you there tomorrow. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Okay, yeah, Tangela. I'm not sure which training you did during the pandemic. I'm not sure if it was the Author Made Easy Foundations. We've totally rebranded that into the Published and Paid Success Academy. So the way that it looked previously is not the way that it looks now in your platform. So if you, I don't know which product that you purchased into and during the pandemic, but you can send an email to hello@jasminewomack.com, and the team can, assist you. Okay. Okay, so it was Author Made Easy Foundation. So we rebranded it. We changed the name to Published and Paid Success Academy, all new design, and now we're actually upgrading the information in there too. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of your day.